Welcome to Top 10 Archive. If there is one thing that the history of invention has taught us, it's that man has way too much time on hand. When it comes to trying to invent convenience, some people have taken it way too far and created some truly horrible products that have no place in the world of innovation. In this installment, we're going to chronicle innovations that range from utterly pointless to completely questionable. Number 10. Steering wheel tray. At first glance, this looks like the most insane idea ever. A food tray attached directly to your car's steering wheel is just a recipe for mess and disaster. Of course, the tray wasn't designed to be used while the vehicle is in motion, but that doesn't mean it isn't any less ridiculous. Sure, it's convenient, but who has the patience to finagle an attachment to their steering wheel just so they can enjoy a 5-star meal from McDonald's? Not many people are likely to want to turn their driver's seat into the same uncomfortable seating provided by most airlines. Now, if you're grabbing a filet mignon on the go, we may be able to justify the steering wheel tray. Number 9. Smell-o-vision. The concept of 4D has been on the rise lately, but a patent from the 1960s proves that the idea of adding that fourth dimension to media and entertainment is not a new one. Smell-o-vision is exactly what it sounds like, adding odor to the viewing of a film. The idea was meant to pull audiences in even more by filling the theater with scents that match what may be happening in the film. Smell-o-vision didn't last very long and was used in only one film, Scent of Mystery, and was used to provide important details to the audience. Smell-o-vision never caught on, leaving theatergoers to imagine the scents in their own heads, and it doesn't seem like anyone is complaining at the lack of odors. Number 8. Pizza scissors. If you're the type that has a difficult time cutting pizza, then we have the perfect product for you. Now, we already have the pizza wheel, which is really all one needs to separate each slice of pizza, and it's not that complicated to operate. But someone thought that a pair of scissors with a spatula attached would be a much more efficient tool. While most of the items on this list are pretty much universally panned, the pizza scissors actually have some popularity. But that doesn't mean they needed to be conceptualized. They're big, they're clunky, and take half the fun out of eating pizza. Number 7. Phone fingers. With the introduction of touchscreen phones, a whole series of new problems arose. Amongst them was the tiresome smudges all over your screen. We all like our fanciest of items to look their nicest, and it's hard to admire a phone when the remnants of your finger oils are spread all over the screen. Though they make smudge-proof protectors that also keep the screen from getting scratched, the less practical individual will love phone fingers. These latex finger coverings serve one purpose and one purpose only, and that's to keep your phone screen from getting smudged. They look ridiculous, smell of latex, are inconvenient, and, did we mention, look utterly ridiculous? The most hilarious part is that they cost around $14. A box of latex gloves can run you $3. You do the math. Number 6. Motorized ice cream cone. There is nothing more obnoxious than having to eat an ice cream cone. Think about it. To avoid having ice cream drip all over, you have to attack it from all angles as the flavorful treat slowly melts in front of you. What a hassle, right? Well, luckily some genius filed a patent in 1998 for a motorized ice cream cone. Gone were the days of having to gently roll your wrist to turn the cone. In all seriousness, there is lazy, and then there is this. When the simple act of eating an ice cream cone needs to be handled by some robotic series of gears and circuits. If you can't deal with the simplicity of eating an ice cream cone, then you don't deserve to eat one. Number 5. Car exhaust grill. Initially, this seems like an entirely dangerous idea, as it sounds like exhaust fumes will be doing the cooking for you, and nothing says delicious like a little bit of carbon monoxide poisoning. But after some inspecting, you'll find that your meal is cooked via the heat expelled by the exhaust. That may rectify the safety concern, but you're still left with the concept of cooking meat via a device attached to the rear of your car. Why is this necessary? How do you gauge cooking times? Sure, it's efficient in that you don't need coal or propane, but it seems like one would need to be in a very specific, time-sensitive situation for this ever to be a need. Number 4. Diet water. Tired of all the extra calories and other additives you're getting from your water? Well, thanks to the Japanese Sapporo brand, you can drink water and not put on those extra pounds. Well, diet water is actually a bit more sophisticated than it sounds, as it is infused with peptide bonds that are said to seek out fat cells within your bloodstream. It sounds like a perfectly sane concept, but sampling done in 2004 when the product released may show an unwanted side effect, as those that did lose weight were said to have elevated levels of radiation in their blood. Maybe water just isn't something that needs to be toyed with. Number 3. Sony CD copy protection. Sony may have been on the right track with this idea, but they kind of misread their consumers' intelligence. You see, Sony's CD copy protection is nothing more than a bogus data track located on the outside of the disc. When a computer goes to read the CD, it will read the data first and never actually get to the music. Unfortunately, there is a very simple workaround that involves covering the data strip, either with a pen or strips of tape. Well, sure, this would keep those extremely lazy and apathetic pirates away, but overall, this is amongst one of Sony's least sensible anti-piracy inventions. Number 2. The baby cage. Now, why this idea never really caught on, no one will ever know. Clearly, there is absolutely nothing wrong with placing your baby in a cage and then having said cage rest outside of your window. It's completely safe, entirely humane, and there's absolutely no way that it could end badly. Right? This patent came in the early 1920s before scientists knew the effects of high-speed impact on cement. So, it's hard to scowl too much at the inventor of the baby cage. And anyway, considering how the public reacted to Michael Jackson dangling his child over a crowd of people, there is no way the baby cage would have survived today. Then again, there is always at least one person willing to try it. Number 1. The DVD Rewinder. This one really made us sit down and think for a while. For a moment, we were left wondering if we had been so caught up in the digital age that we forgot exactly how DVDs work. After some deliberation and popping a DVD into our player, we remembered that, no, we certainly were not crazy. Whether or not this was a gag invention from the start, or someone had seriously tried to capitalize on the technologically clueless portion of society, is still up for debate. But regardless of why it was created, we definitely do live in a world where a DVD rewinder exists, and that's not something you'll ever be able to change. Like these top 10 videos? Subscribe by clicking the annotation here and give our video a like, and share the link for this video with all your friends on your favorite social media sites. Have an idea for a future top 10? Leave a comment in the section below.